Let's check out the Toyota home run cam for the Montero two-run shot. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Jake Arrieta holding the Angels to one hit through 5. And now has a 5-run lead to work with, but you do the kind of like the Canadian thing where we do meters and feet. What's the Jake Arrieta version of 5-0?
Of the 5-0 lead, yeah. I was thinking about that when it was 3-0, and he just mowing hitters down, and how you start to take a guy like Arrieta for granted. You just assume that it's, you know. It's in the books.
Now back by Perez. Giavotella on deck.
Well, we were talking about it last year, you know, over the course of the game, the fan graphs and some of those other sites will do a win expectancy as the score changes throughout the game. I would assume the 5-0 lead in the 6th inning, there's, what, a 90-something% chance that the Cubs win this game. And then you factor in the fact that Arrieta is on the mound and got a completely rested bullpen. I would say there's a 97.6% chance that the Cubs will win the game right now.
Well, we were just in Vegas, so you're good with the math. Swing and a miss. Time now for our Dunkin' Donuts Fun Cam. Lots of Cubs blue here in Anaheim tonight. Now enjoying a 5-0 lead as Giavotella stands in.
Arrieta, you know, 1 walk, 1 hit. He's been very efficient. That was what, pitch number 63. Cubs backed off early in spring training. They're veteran starters that kind of kept them out of the Cactus League action for a little while, trying to save some bullets. Joe has talked about wanting to do that over the course of this season, anticipating a postseason run.
Got a unique bullpen and a lot of guys who can give you more than 1 inning. That'll go 1-3. Talked to Chris Bosio before the game. He said it's all about the pitch count. Jake could go 8, could go 9 if he keeps on this pretty efficient run so far tonight. No need to push it too hard.
I think what you do, you look for opportunities. One of it, if a guy's laboring, obviously you're going to have a little quicker hook, but then you look for opportunities. You get a lopsided game. Yeah, he could give me another inning, maybe even 2 more innings, but hey, let's get him out of there and run the bullpen out there. I'm not sure we're at that point yet. I would think he would get at least 1 more here tonight.
Escobar acquired from the Nationals in December, the 6th time he's been traded. Played 2 years for Joe in Tampa Bay. Had a good year last year, .375 on base percentage. Well, the Angels would love that at the top of their order. He held.
Yeah, he doesn't walk a ton, but he hits for a high average. He batted .314 last year.
Easy play, Zobrist. Arrieta is continuing what he did at the end of 2015.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw. But after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Crave those crazy squares.
City Milk.
So what's going on?
Possible flu outbreak.
I've seen smallpox scares, SARS panic, West Nile. I've never seen anything like this virus before. This is now a matter of national security, placing the city under complete quarantine.
Dear God, I hope you got to live.
I don't know how this world works in here.
You can make it better down.
We drew a line through the city, tore families apart. But do we really know what's going on?
They're deliberately hiding the truth from people.
They lied about it being bioterrorism. They sure as hell are lying when they say everything's okay in here.
I can't let you through there. My girl is in there. So is mine.
Containment begins April 19th on the Quad Cities CW.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Visit buyhyundai.com. By Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. By Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. Welcome back. Opening day 2016. The Cubs have a 5-0 lead over the Angels. You remember Steve Bedrosian had a nice career as a big league pitcher. This is his son, Cameron Rock Bedrosian.
Yeah, he was a first-round pick of the Angels back in 2010. He's got a good arm. He'll go 94-95 with the heater.
Hit hard on a hop and through. That's the third hit for Fowler. Well, they put on a shift, but when you hit it that hard, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he's up there ready to hit tonight, boy. He jumped on that heater, much like he did at the start of the ball game. So up 5, but looking for more. Center cut fastball. Whacked into right.
Heyward looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3. Sometimes you feel like the American League team has the advantage in these interleague games with the DH, but I don't think Joe Madden minds a bit.
No, this Cub lineup is you kind of think of a prototypical American League lineup with all that thump, and conversely, the Angels really don't have that kind of power throughout their batting order. Let's take a look at the stolen base leaders, brought to you by Subaru, and we focus on Cub outfielders since 2000. You see Juan Pierre leading the way, but as you work your way down that list, you see that man right there, Dexter Fowler, stole 20 bags last year. Still more of what life has to offer with Outback's go-anywhere capability.
Cubs opening the season with 5 players on the disabled list. Most significant, Javier Baez, who would have been the super utility guy and will be when he comes back. There's a left thumb bruise. Christian Villanueva, the right leg fracture. He's going to start the year in the minors. Zach Rosscup, 60-day DL. left shoulder. Dallas Beeler, right shoulder. Aaron Brooks, a hip contusion. There it is. Off the end of the bat, and it will drop. Heyward on his way to second, and he's going to get in with a bloop double.
Well, that was lovely. Like Zobrist, his first hit as a Cub. Kind of a soft one, but he'll take it. Heyward does everything well on the baseball field. He's a very good base runner.
Angels will move their infield mostly in. And a strike called on Zobrist. Steve Bedrosian, 40 saves, 1987 with the Phillies. Cy Young Award winner. Most of his career with Atlanta, beginning and the end.
Bedrock. But you said Cam's middle name, given middle name is Rock?
Yeah.
Because his dad's nickname was Bedrock. So, yeah.
By the way, I have not said what it is. Do you, without looking, do you know what the Cubs spring training record was? You know why you don't remember?
They win 7 or 8 games?
It doesn't matter.
No. And it matters so little, I never really knew what it was.
Right. No, they were way under 500, but it all faded away once we started tonight. And Zobrist strikes out. One away. Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Thanks for staying up late with us. The assistant to the stage manager, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Garland. Laughing at all of our jokes, which we appreciate, and we make an exception for cheering in the press box. So they will intentionally walk Rizzo, and he is wearing pants, right?
Yeah, he's wearing pants. The star of the Goldbergs.
Yes, right here on ABC
7.
So this will load the bases, and they'll face Bryant with 1 out.
Yeah, like Scioscia. And 2 choices there. Pull his infield in and try to get Rizzo out, or put him on and set up a double play and keep the infield at double play depth. So he opted for the latter. Talk about the 3 true outcomes for a hitter in baseball: strikeout, walk, home run. Well, tonight Chris has struck out a couple of times. He's also walked.
And a called strike.
You ever watch the Goldbergs? You know, on the show, Jeff's character's wife refers to him as Schmoopy. So maybe we should call Jeff Schmoopy from now on.
The funny thing is, he's going to put assistant to the stage manager for Cubs broadcast on opening day on his resume. This is one of his proudest moments. It's true.
See if Chris can hit the schmoopy out of one here.
It's low. 1-1. This guy throws 97.
Yeah, and, it's interesting though that the most bullpens that you see in the big leagues now, from the 7th inning on, you're seeing 95, 96, 99 miles an hour. This club at the back end of their bullpen, they don't have that. Houston Street's their closer. He's a finesse guy, and their primary setup guy, Joe Smith, also a finesse guy. That's 97 at the bottom of the knees. You don't want to swing at that one until you have to.
Cubs could really put this thing to bed with a 5-run lead. Knocked down.
Good take. See, that was the thing that was so impressive about Bryant last year as a young hitter in an anxious situation, bases loaded, the ability to lay off pitches like that.
Kick in the 2-2 ground ball. Simmons throws to second. They'll get one. But a run scores. Bryant gets an RBI. Fowler in. It's 6-0.
Off the bat, it looked like it was going to be a knock, but Simmons able to gobble it up and get it out. But an RBI nonetheless for Bryant.
By the way, that was a very difficult play, and Simmons made it look easy. He turned around kind of the unnatural way and still got something on that throw to second. So first and third, 2 outs for Schwarber. And he takes ball 1. Breaking ball strike.
We're going to do this again tomorrow, and it'll be John Lester for the Cubs and Andrew Heaney, another left-hander for the Angels. A pair of lefties tomorrow night.
Hit hard. Diving stop. Giavotella. And that saved a run. Cubs keep hitting the ball hard all over the place. 6-0.
Hey, it's Kevin and Olivia from B100.
It's time for the latest flashback.
Barry decides to travel back in time to get answers from the only person who can help him with the speed equation, Heyward Cubs.
During his time travel, he encounters a time wraith, causing him to arrive earlier than planned. When his past self confronts Hartley, Barry is still able to knock out his past self before going back and capturing Hartley.
Later, after the time wraith appears, Thawne figures out Barry is from the future. He abducts Barry, and after a back and forth, Thawne reluctantly agrees to help him.
Meanwhile, the time wraith attacks Star Labs, but the captured Hartley repels it with his sonic gloves.
Later, when the past Barry unexpectedly shows up, Barry confesses to the team that he is from the future.
Thawne gives Barry the information he wants just as the time wraith returns. Barry lures it back to the future, giving them time to figure out how to defeat it. When the device that Cisco uses doesn't work, a now changed for the good Hartley steps in to defeat the wraith.
All new episodes of The Flash return April 19th.
Brought to you by B100 and the Quad Cities CW.
Monday, April 11th.
I'm not sleeping with Greg.
It's the final episode before the season finale.
If you're getting your butterfly smashed, I am all for it. Nobody is smashing my butterfly. Do it, Greg. Smash my butterfly.
What? Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
All new, April 11th on the Quad Cities CW.
Monday, April 11th.
Surprise! Welcome to your bachelorette party.
Gene the Virgin, April 11th on the Quad Cities CW.
Do you remember the time?
We brought a horse into the bar.
Or what about when?
We tested if banana peels are really slippery.
And how could anyone forget?
We bungee jumped off the Statue of Liberty.
Nope. No matter what you do, remember to watch How I Met Your Mother.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW. Seinfeld, weeknights at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Barbecue lunch specials daily, 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at Famous Dave's.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. By Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. By Insure on the Spot. Get your free 2-minute quote today at insureonthespot.com. By Volkswagen. And by MB Financial Bank. MB means business. Disneyland just 3 miles up the Santa Ana Freeway. Time now for the ESPN 1000 out-of-town scoreboard. First Monday of the Major League season. Giants hit back-to-back home runs, thumping the Brewers. I guess Madison Bumgarner was under the weather. Zach Cozart had a big day offensively for the Reds. Their 6-2 win over the Phillies. Dusty Baker 1-0 as a manager of the Nationals. How about Jake Arrieta tonight?
Yeah, well, here's Jake Arrieta in 2016, looking very much like Jake Arrieta of 2015, mowing down these Angel hitters. That thing was nasty. To get Trout there, power sinkage or change up something. He has struck out 4. He's allowed just 1 hit. He has been really efficient. And they are rocking out the Buttercup here in the ballpark.
Nava, Trout, and Pujols. The 1 hit for the Angels, Cole Calhoun, back in the 2nd.
Texas Rangers got 1 hit today and won their ball game.
Yeah, Felix Hernandez lost on opening day for the first time. Three walks, 2 errors, and a Prince Fielder bloop single in a 3-run 5th. 1-1 on Nava. Bryce Harper went deep his first time up in the Nationals 4-3 win in Atlanta in 10 innings.
That's a good swing.
Fowler in, and he can't quite get it. And it's worth mentioning the Cubs outfield just going to play a couple of steps deeper this year, with the idea of maybe taking away an extra base hit or 2 while maybe giving up a blooper like that.
Protecting against slugging. Always a tough read when that ball's hit directly out of center field. There usually takes him to beat before he's able to react.
There's Trout.
You mentioned Harper going deep today. I thought I saw a note somewhere that said he has hit more opening day home runs than any active player. It's amazing. I mean, he hasn't been in the league that long. Right? Justin Grimm starting to loosen. Ooh, yeah. It was,
I liked it.
Pretty good looking pitch. Saw one called on Chris Bryant down there earlier. It's on the plate, borderline, but looked good enough.
Trout led the American League in OPS last year, 991. 4 consecutive top 2 finishes in the MVP voting.
Yeah, all the factoids you read about Mike Trout and things that usually ends with things like it's only been done by, and the buys are like Pujols, Joe DiMaggio, the string of Hall of Famers.
Yogi Berra. Swing and a miss. So Arrieta against Trout got him the line out in the first, and then strikeouts in the fourth, and here in the seventh.
Well, look at the pitch tracks. Look at the location of these pitches. Everything's on an edge. This is a breaking ball. Look at the depth on that breaking pitch. Mike was going down to the clubhouse to finish a turkey sub or something.
Strike on Pujols. Let's take a look at the Toyota home run leaders. First 15 seasons. It's an all-time record. Albert Pujols with 560 home runs. Surefire first ballot Hall of Famer. Strike 2. Couple of breaking balls. Back to Trout for a second. If this year and maybe next, the Angels feel like they might be getting close to that mode you talked about earlier with the Phillies and Braves and Brewers, would their owner Artie Moreno consider moving Mike Trout? How untouchable would he be?
Well, it would be, for my money, it would be silly not to at least consider it, given that there's not a whole lot in their farm system,
right,
at least what I've read. So, you know, the haul you could get from Trout could really turn things around here much more quickly than what the other option is get out and get aggressive in free agency and bring some players in to put around him. I mean, that's what the fans here would say. No, don't trade him.
And they've had some big payrolls here, so yeah, that's possible. I mean, what could you get for Mike Trout? When you think about what the Braves Diamondbacks deal for Shelby Miller, that was a huge haul.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. If he's LeBron, it's not the NBA. That's the problem. If you have LeBron in the NBA, you can go to the finals every year.
Right.
If you have Mike Trout, you can say every year, best player in baseball. It doesn't get you there.
It doesn't translate.
You got to have more. And there you see 25 and 100. DiMaggio, Pujols, and Trout. Swing and a miss. So Pujols eliminated. And here's Calhoun.
Arrieta getting better as this game moves along. Earlier in the game, you know, he got away with a couple mistakes with his breaking ball up in the zone. There was that one inning where he walked the leadoff man and gave up a line drive. And we were like, oh, no, he never does that. That's how good he has been. The line drive turned into a double play for him. Since then, he has completely shackled this lineup. There hasn't been a ball hit out of the infield since Pujols fly ball to left in the second. You know, aside from the Nava base hit. And that he's got the feel of that slider right now. He can put it anywhere he wants to. Talk about a golfer being dialed in with his irons. That's where Arrieta is right now. Executing those pitches.
Well, about 75 when we started. Probably in the upper 60s by now. Very comfortable night to pitch. The weather actually reminds me of that night in LA. 0-2.
Yeah, 84 pitches, 61 of those for strikes.
Without going overboard, now that he has his no-hitter, Joe probably is going to root for a single early in some games just because if he wants to get him out earlier, he can, right? You feel like he won't finish his career with just one, though.
No.
How many close calls did he have before actually completing one?
2 years ago, remember he had that run where they start in Boston. They won against the Reds.
One, two, in the dirt.
Yeah, and some guys take a little while to get going, you know, and it seemed like he would go like 12 up, 12 down to start almost every start.
Think back to the wild card last year. Cubs had to go to Pittsburgh, a 98-win team, and their prize was they had to face Jake Arrieta. Well, you'd always rather be the home team, but if I have Jake Arrieta, I don't care where it's played. I'll take him, and you can have home court.
Yeah.
Right.
Change up.
So you asked earlier if there's a point where he woke up over the winter and asked if this was a dream. I don't think so. I feel like he knew it was coming. At least he acted that way.
He absolutely has confidence in his stuff and his ability, and you could see it coming the year before. But to do it at such a high level, I mean, it was historic what he did in the second half of last year.
Rizzo will play the short hop, and that is it. He's dealing late.
Grandioso. Colossal. Jumbo. The Jumbo Collection from the Illinois Lottery. Win up to $3 million instantly. Get ready to live large.
Hey, it's Kevin and Olivia from B100.
It's time for the latest flashback.
Barry decides to travel back in time to get answers from the only person who can help him with the speed equation, Heyward Cubs.
During his time travel, he encounters a time wraith, causing him to arrive earlier than planned. When his past self confronts Hartley, Barry is still able to knock out his past self before going back and capturing Hartley.
Later, after the time wraith appears, Thawne figures out Barry is from the future. He abducts Barry, and after a back and forth, Thawne reluctantly agrees to help him.
Meanwhile, the time wraith attacks Star Labs, but the captured Hartley repels it with his sonic gloves.
Later, when the past Barry unexpectedly shows up, Barry confesses to the team that he is from the future.
Thawne gives Barry the information he wants just as the time wraith returns. Barry lures it back to the future, giving them time to figure out how to defeat it. When the device that Cisco uses doesn't work, a now changed for the good Hartley steps in to defeat the wraith.
All new episodes of The Flash return April 19th.
Brought to you by B100 and the Quad Cities CW. Monday, April 11th.
I'm not sleeping with Greg.
It's the final episode before the season finale.
If you're getting your butterfly smashed, I am all for it. Nobody is smashing my butterfly. Oh, do it, Greg. Smash my butterfly.
What? Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. All new. April 11th on the Quad Cities CW. Monday, April 11th.
Surprise! Welcome to your bachelorette party.
Jane the Virgin. April 11th on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Hyundai play of the game. Player of the game is the big guy, Jake Arrieta, doing what Jake does, getting a lot of swings and misses. Everything working again for him here tonight. That was impressive. Those back-to-back punch-outs of Trout and Pujols, but looks like he is done.
Right-hander Mike Morin is on for the Angels. Jorge Soler swings and misses. Doesn't this guy do a podcast out of his garage? Oh, that's Mark Maron. Okay, it's close. You had no idea where I was going.
No clue. Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm going to look it up, though.
There's a strike 0-2. That's for the kids. Got to line it up so Jake pitches at Dodger Stadium and Petco Park, right?
Yeah, he's pretty much.
SoCal's been good to him.
Good vibrations.
Rolled foul.
Morin, 24 years of age. Check out the numbers for last year. Struggling with that high ERA. He's fastball, slider, changeup. '13th round pick of the Angels back in 2012.
Got him. One away. Time for our Mercedes-Benz drive of the game. It came in the 6th inning off the bat of Miguel Montero, as JD pointed out. The 8-hitter in this lineup. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. 113th career homer, and this one off the end of the bat and will be handled by Calhoun. 2 down. And it's Addison Russell.
Among the many reasons why we like opening day is most of the players stay in the game for the whole game. Spring training game, we would have wholesale changes. We'd have any number of players we'd be scrambling to identify.
You dropped this on me during spring training. I forget what team we were playing, but it was the Mr. Cub reference. Oh, you said Mr. Met. Who would be Mr. Met?
The mascot,
who's Mr. Angel?
Oh, man.
Garrett Anderson, I think, had the longest tenure. He threw out the first pitch tonight.
Becomes a generational thing again, too, right? You go back to Nolan Ryan, his days here.
Nolan Ryan could be Mr. about 3 different franchises, right? Line drive, Russell is out. Cubs go down quietly, but their bats haven't been quiet most of the night.
So what's going on? Possible flu outbreak.
I've seen smallpox scares, SARS panic, West Nile. I've never seen anything like this virus before. This is now a matter of national security. We're placing the city under complete quarantine.
Dear God, I hope you got the letter.
I don't know how this world works in here.
You can make it better down.
We drew a line through the city, tore families apart. but do we really know what's going on?
They're deliberately hiding the truth from people.
They lied about it being bioterrorism. They sure as hell are lying when they say everything's okay in here.
I can't let you through there. My girl is in there. So is mine.
Containment begins April 19th on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. Jake Arrieta, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, and time to get into the bullpen.
Yeah, this call to the pen is brought to you by Lakeside Bank. It's about time. 7 shutout innings from Jake Arrieta. And he'll pass the baton to Justin Grimm, who had an outstanding year last year.
Deep right center. Bangs it off the board. Crone to second with a double. Their first extra base hit.
Not much for these Angels fans to cheer for tonight, but they're enthused by that swing of the bat. Leadoff double for Crone. Let's check our pitch tracks. Either trying to go down and away, and it's kind of down but middle. There are the numbers posted by Justin Grimm last year. An outstanding season. The league had just 178 against him. He finished with a 1.99 earned run average.
On a hop to Rizzo, he'll have time to beat Simmons to first. Crone now at third, 1 out. Cubs will play their infield back with a big lead.
Kind of hard to make something out of 2 plate appearances, but you're wondering if the Angel hitters with Grimm and that good breaking ball are going out there going, hey, you know what, if I get a good fastball early, I'm going to take a whack at it, because if he gets ahead of me, I'm going to have to deal with that curveball.
Pedro Strop cranking it up. Tapped foul by Perez.
A nice adjustment by Montero coming off the heater. First pitch breaking ball there to Perez.
He has walked and struck out. 25 years old. And he couldn't hold up. He's been good on defense. Picked off Ben Zobrist earlier. By the way, in 15 years, Mr. Angel might be a moot question because Mike Trout.
If they don't orchestrate that trade that you're suggesting. Yep.
Line to Bryant, right at him. 2 down.
It's kind of fun. This ball is scalded. Perez is not happy, and Grimm was screaming at himself in his glove. Even though he got the out, he wasn't happy with the pitch he made.
So with 2 outs, it's Giavotella.
We used to call that a happy pitch. Hitter could be happy that he hit the ball hard. Pitcher was happy he got an out, but I don't think either of those guys was particularly happy with that outcome.
Russell inning over. So Grimm strands that man at third base. Still 6-0 as we go to the ninth.
Every diamond is unique. Like a new relationship, it starts out raw. But after time, hard work and polishing, it becomes something to be treasured. Every diamond has a story. Let the diamond experts at Necker's Jewelers help make this one yours.
It's the final episode.
You are sleeping with someone.
Before the season finale.
I'm not sleeping with Greg.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. April 11th on the Quad Cities CW. Monday, April 11th.
Welcome to your bachelor party.
Open up your swag bags. They contain all the essentials for an epic bachelor party.
Right.
Up to you, but I lose a towel.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
Shane the Virgin. All new. April 11th on the Quad Cities CW.
I met a human who goes by the name King Shark.
He's heading for Central City.
Let's do this thing. Tuesday on the Quad Cities CW.
Major's a zombie.
Oh, no.
Tuesday.
I'm trying to focus on work so that I don't fall apart.
With her life crashing down, Liv takes matters into her own hands.
Where is he?
iZombie. Tuesday at 8 on the Quad Cities CW. Do you remember the time?
We brought a horse into the bar.
Or what about when?
We tested if banana peels are really slippery.
And how could anyone forget?
We bungee jumped off the Statue of Liberty.
Nope. No matter what you do, remember to watch How I Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW. Seinfeld. Weeknights at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Like a diamond, the story of your love is timeless. This isn't just a diamond for her. This diamond is for generations to come. When they look down, they'll be reminded of the love story that started it all. Let us help you tell your story. Necker's Jewelers. Give to the one you love.
Barbecue lunch specials daily, 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at Famous Dave's.
Welcome back. It's the Mazda CX 9th inning, brought to you by the all-new 2016 Mazda CX-9, coming soon. This is Corey Rasmus, Colby's brother. You see his numbers in 16 outings last season.
Started the year on the DL. He had abdominal surgery in spring training last year that held him back. So 22 thirds innings. He walked 11, struck out 27.
Justin Grimm with a scoreless 8th.
Corey Rasmus, 28 years of age. Oh, good straight change up there.
Big night for Fowler. 3 hits, 2 runs.
Yeah, he's been on that heater. He's been swinging early, so good decision there to start with the off-speed pitch.
Well, he's had four hit performances, but none as a Cub. Zach Greinke got knocked around tonight. He gave up 7 runs, 3 homers in 4 innings against the Rockies, who lead 7-5 late. It's Travis Wood. Greinke won the ERA title last year, 15.75 to start his season. Jorge De La Rosa, though, couldn't get through 5 innings himself. He gave up 5 runs. Chris Owings playing center field for the Diamondbacks, who are going to be without A.J. Pollock for a while. Got a broken elbow.
It's a town in Oklahoma, isn't it?
Yes.
Broken elbow? I think it is.
I think Brad Penny was from there. John Lester will throw tomorrow night. Just wide, ball 4.
Kind of night, Dexter. My goodness. John got off to a slow start last year. I anticipate better things from him early this year, and he really turned it on late. He ended up with a losing record, but some tough luck certainly contributing to that. Solid ERA at 3.34, and Heaney, a left-hander, will work for the Angels tomorrow. Cubs with quite a 1-2 punch at the top of their rotation.
Heyward in the air to deep center. Trout took a look back, but he'll be able to make the catch. So I'm thinking, JD, I'm looking at this picture of these guys tomorrow night. Does John know something before we do? Because he looks pretty happy, and Heaney not so sure. So are we looking maybe at a sweep?
I think you're right.
Okay. Maybe each player does a serious look and then the smile, and we can kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, I like
the
that
irony
idea.
of that is you never see John smile on the mound, ever.
No, he's very intense.
Yeah, I think he's poised to have a really good year. Much more comfortable.
I'm with you.
Stuff was good this spring. I think even we probably make too much out of the base running stuff, but he's been very upfront about it and admits that it'll probably never be perfect, but he's had good success, even though he's always had issues throwing the bases. And the best way to remedy that is not let a lot of people reach. Zobrist yanks one foul.
Colby, an outfielder with the Astros, their dad played minor league ball, Tony Rasmus, and another brother, Casey, who was drafted by the Cardinals, spent 3 or 4 years in the minor leagues before hanging it up. Some pretty good DNA there in the Rasmus family.
On the ground and a base hit. Fowler to third.
Two-hit night for Zobrist. First one was just a little flare. This one sharply struck.
Cubs have had a good amount of traffic. 10 hits. They've walked 6 times. Pitcher's strike there, 0-2 on Rizzo. There's a lot of talk about making sure everybody gets rest during the season. I think if you had to handicap it, Rizzo probably, if everybody stays healthy, Rizzo probably plays in more games than anybody else. His position not quite as demanding as the middle infield spot. He probably would like to play 160 games. I'm thinking Joe's thinking maybe 155, 157. Not deep. Fowler is tagging. Simmons makes the catch, and everybody's going to hold. I think, you know, you talk to some baseball people who believe that nobody should play over 150. That there's diminishing returns. Guys are tired, but I do think it depends on the guy.
Yeah, and especially in interleague games where you have the DH in the American League ballpark, you know, just keeping a guy off the field and let him DH some of those games. Well, I think the other part of it too is some of the things that Joe does in terms of coming to the ballpark later. And it's because so much of it is the mental part of, you know, the grind, coming to the ballpark early every day with all the prep work. I think there are days where he would tell guys, look, hey, you're going to be in the lineup tonight, but no BP, show up late, just show up, strap it on, and go get them.
One and one. Cubs probably took on-field batting practice less than any team I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
I mean, they had about a 2 or 3 week stretch late in the year last year. I think they took BP once or twice on the field. Joe says it's the most overrated thing we do.
John Wooden, the great John Wooden, said, never mistake activity for achievement. You know, there's a lot of eyewash in sports. You kind of do things because it's always been done.
Caesar is on deck for Schwarber.
He's hoping for one shining moment.
Yeah, this were a 2-0 game. Schwarber probably takes the at bat, even if Caesar comes into play left field. Three and two. So Zobrist will get a head start. Here it comes, and they're loaded.
Big lead late in the ball game, still not giving away at bats.
Matt had kind of a weird spring. He had an oblique injury early, so he couldn't get into Cactus League games until fairly late. And he just tore the cover off the ball. And he was out of options, as was Neil Ramirez. Both guys made it. And what could have been a pretty tough decision was mitigated by the Javier Baez injury. Without actually counting it up, I think Matt was called up like 7 times last year. So
he was that guy.
Yeah. So those days are over. He would love to be on this roster all season long. Get his frequent flyer miles in the big leagues, not at AAA. Not like a guy like Matt could pick his destination at this point in his career, but if you're going to be a bench guy, I'd want to play for Joe Madden.
Yeah,
National
because
League Club, you're going to get in there if you can play
bench.
defense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good take.
Hooked into the left field corner. Fowler's in. Zobrist scores. Here comes Bryant. How about Matt Caesar? A 3-run double. 9-0. Hey, Matt, Nova won tonight. I don't know if you knew that.
The ball is up. Play that song. Well, and you know, he was able to lay off that tease breaking ball. Forced Rasmus into the strike zone with the fastball, jumped all over it.
Okay, so Villanova hits the 3 to win it. He drives in 3.
See?
There you go.
Synergy.
Ball 1 on Soler.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the walks have come around to score. I think we should get a sponsor for that. It'd be a new segment this year. JD reads his scorebook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts tonight.
If you would like to hear JD think,
JD
you've come to the
proves
right
that
place.
he can count to 9. Ooh, that's a good swing. Watch this bat head fly. Missed it. That's some serious bat speed right there.
Booted by Escobar.
really smooth breaking on that ball. Tough to play defense on a night like tonight. Been out there standing around a long time. It's no excuse. Play should have been made.
Big night for Montero. He's knocked in 3. Curve for a strike. White Sox beat the A's at the Coliseum tonight 4-3. Chris Sale over emergency starter Rich Hill.
Sale pitched 7 innings, allowed 3 runs, struck out 8. Hill only went 2 2/3. Boy, this Cub lineup tonight, just, without, it's not anything you keep track of, but just thinking back on this game, they have not chased many pitches out of the zone at all.
As Montero strikes out, 3-run double, Caesar. It's 9-0.
Hey, it's Kevin and Olivia from B100.
It's time for the latest flashback.
Barry decides to travel back in time to get answers from the only person who can help him with the speed equation, Heyward Cubs.
During his time travel, he encounters a time wraith, causing him to arrive earlier than planned. When his past self confronts Hartley, Barry is still able to knock out his past self before going back and capturing Hartley.
Later, after the time wraith appears, Thawne figures out Barry is from the future. He abducts Barry, and after a back and forth, Thawne reluctantly agrees to help him.
Meanwhile, the time wraith attacks Star Labs, but the captured Hartley repels it with his sonic gloves.
Later, when the past Barry unexpectedly shows up, Barry confesses to the team that he is from the future.
Thawne gives Barry the information he wants just as the time wraith returns. Barry lures it back to the future, giving them time to figure out how to defeat it. When the device that Cisco uses doesn't work, a now changed for the good Hartley steps in to defeat the wraith.
All new episodes of The Flash return April 19th.
Brought to you by B100 and the Quad Cities CW.
We came here to give you the heads up, Barry.
About what?
I met a human who goes by the name King Shark.
He's back? And now he's heading for Central City.
Let's do this thing!
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW. Tuesday, Liv takes matters into her own hands.
Where is he?
iZombie. Tuesday on the Quad Cities CW.
Hi, I'm Stewie Griffin.
He's the most maniacal toddler on TV.
All right, game on. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. Stu S.A.
He's every bit as evil as he is hilarious.
Victory shall be mine.
You have not said that in a very long time.
Well, I'm back on it. Oocha, 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 oocha.
What are you looking at? Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, I heard it. They say my name on TV all the time.
Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Thanks for staying up late with us tonight. The Reynolds wrap-up and a lot of good news tonight. Jake Arrieta, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs. Miguel Montero, his battery mate, has knocked in 3. He has the lone homer in this game. And Dexter Fowler started the game with a double, scored in the first, and has crossed the plate now 3 times tonight.
Yeah, it's been a pretty impressive show. All phases of the game for the Cubs here tonight. Clean game defensively, great pitching, big night offensively. And now Travis Wood on to finish it off here. 5-4, 384 last year. He made the move from the rotation to the bullpen in mid-May and really thrived in that role. A .295 ERA in 45 relief appearances. 0.95 earned run average in his final 15 games, which included a couple of spot starts. Justin Grimm able to pitch around a leadoff double last inning to post a 0, keep the shutout intact.
Grounding ball to Russell. We got him. Run away. So Jake Arrieta tonight tying a record 21 consecutive regular season quality starts with at least 4 strikeouts. He had 6 tonight. That goes back to 1920. Ties the live ball era record. Consecutive quality starts with at least 4 punch-outs. Craig Gentry, the hitter. One and one. Old foul out of play.
The lefty John Lester working tomorrow. Gentry will likely be in the starting lineup.
2 outs here in the ninth.
Big part of Travis's success after moving to the bullpen last year was a commitment to the fastball. Joe Madden urged him to use the heater a little bit more often. He did, and found a little uptick in his velocity.
The 0-2. Ooh. 1-2.
Try to throw that hard cutter down and in. Didn't want to make a mistake over the plate.
Right field to Heyward, under it. Cubs win. Cubs win a combined 3-hit shutout. Boy, that's the way to start a season. Checked all the boxes.
Yeah, the season with high expectations. So much talk about this club and their chances. And obviously, it wouldn't have been a huge disappointment to lose. It's just one ball game, but it's just impressive in that they were so good in all phases of the game here tonight. And that's what you expect of a championship caliber ball club. Starting pitching was outstanding. Guys came out of the pen to do their piece. Offensively, it was a clinic with all the walks, the deep counts, 11 hits. Remember, they were facing one of the best guys in the American League, Garrett Richards, the hard thrower, but he lasted just 5 innings. Pretty good stuff.
And the Cubs kept Mike Trout to an 0-for-4 night. That obviously helps tremendously. Well, a lot of Cub fans here in the ballpark tonight, and they're all still here.
Yeah, and they got the jump early. Dexter Fowler started with that leadoff double, and he came around to score the first run. It turns out to be the only run they would need.
Deion Miller standing by with Miguel Montero.
Thanks, guys. Well, Miggy, a pretty perfect opening night for you guys. You with the first homer for the Cubs this season. What does it mean to just get a victory in this year that's so highly anticipated?
It's huge. I mean, obviously, I don't think we had the greatest spring training, but coming out hot the way we did, it feels great. The team looked good. I mean, we got pretty good chemistry going. Still a long way to go. So hopefully we keep the momentum going.
Another 7 scoreless innings from Jake tonight. What was working so well for him?
Well, he picked it up right where he left, I guess. You know, he started out a little bit slow, but like after the 5th, I know he was back on control of the game, and I mean, Jake is Jake.
Yeah, no doubt. Patience at the plate really paid off for you guys tonight, too. How were you able to take advantage, especially as Richards got fatigued?
Well, you know, he's got pretty good stuff. Richards got pretty good stuff. He got out of walk a little bit and walked a couple of guys that it cost him. You know, we had a pretty good approach going into the game, and it paid off.
We are good still, right, Miggy?
Yeah, we're still.
What's it mean to have all these Cubs fans here on the road, especially as you open on the road?
It's big. I mean, I never even thought about we have that many fans all over the place, and thanks everybody for coming, and it's great to have you guys.
Yeah, great night, great way to start. Thanks a lot, guys.
Deion, thank you. So Miguel Montero and the Cubs shut out the Angels 9-0 to start the season.
So what's going on? Possible flu outbreak.
I've seen smallpox scares, SARS panic, West Nile. I've never seen anything like this virus before. This is now a matter of national security, placing the city under complete quarantine.
Dear God, I hope you got to live.
I don't know how this world works in here.
You can make it better down.
We drew a line through the city, tore families apart. But do we really know what's going on? They're deliberately hiding the truth from people.
They lied about it being bioterrorism. They sure as hell are lying when they say everything's okay in here.
I can't let you through there. My girl is in there. So is mine.
Containment begins April 19th on the Quad Cities CW.
Our next ABC 7 Cubs broadcast will be April 30th from beautiful Wrigley Field. Braves and Cubs will hit the air at 1 o'clock Central Time. Now for JD, for Deion Miller, for our entire crew, I'm Len Casper saying good night from the Big A. Final score, Cubs 9, Angels nothing. ABC 7 News is next.
The Chicago Cubs 2016 season continues as the Atlanta Braves visit the friendly confines. April 30th, exclusively on the Quad Cities CW.